Everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm Mayank Agarwal and we are learning Python through our Hello Python series. So in this video we are going to learn about methods and functions and other operations which are possible in our dictionary data structure. So let's get started. First, now let us understand few operations which are possible in our list. So we have already seen the properties, that how they are mutable, and I would say you can add or delete the keys and everything. So we can actually add or update, okay, using this particular syntax. So let me show you that. Let us create one of the dictionary. So let me create a dictionary, okay, D1, which let's say something like this. ID is say 123. Then we can have name, which we can have Mayank, and we let's say also have a ID name, and we have the course. So that is, let's say, hello Python, and we have some key, let's say 123. No, not let's say let me take 100. So some key, okay, which is having value that. Done. Okay, let's say this is payment, or like we have taken a payment of 1000 or something rupees, should be fine. Okay, so see, we have already seen that how we can access using this thing. Okay, but what we can also do is we can change as well. Okay, so this is what it is saying, adding or updating. Okay, so if the key is there, okay, let's now try to change one of the keys. Let us do that. Let me make it 234. Let us see our dictionary now. So it is able, we are able to change it. Now let us try one more thing. If I let's say try to add age here, okay, so this key is not present. Okay, I'm trying to see if I can update as well directly. Let's say age, if I add let's say 24, D1, okay, so it is able to add or update. So if the key is present, it is able to actually update it, the same thing which we saw in ID. If the key is not present, it is able to add it. Okay, so that is what is happening in this adding or updating. Now removing an item, okay, so we can remove an item from our key as well. So what we do here is D1, okay, delete D1, and let's say I want to delete this age one which I added. Okay, now if I see my D1, see this age is not there. Similarly, delete D1, and let us just have something, any key. So it's gonna most probably give an error. Yeah, it's giving a key error, because if it is not there, it cannot delete it. And similarly, if I do it like this, D1, let's say 100, then it is able to delete the same as well. Okay, so this is that. Then clearing full dictionary, of course, that is just d1.d.clear. Okay, so we are going to see that in method as well, d.clear. And then getting an item, there is another way we can get an item, d1.getKey. So let us use that as well. Okay, so let us use a JSON example afterwards. Yeah, D1 is this. If I use D1.get, let us see what it is saying. Key, return the value for key if key is in the dictionary as default. Okay, so let us just find the ID. It's going to give us the same thing, right? But on the other hand, if I let's say write ID2, it's not giving an error. If you will see, it's running, but it's not giving an error. So what you can do, what you can actually do, and we can also provide a default value as well. So see, D1.get, let's say I'm providing ID2, and here I'm providing the default value. Let's say key not present. See, so this function now is very helpful to me if you actually pay attention. Now anytime you face an error, of course your whole flow will stop, right? So instead of, I would say, actually using this overall way to get or access an element, I think we should use this. And here what we can do is we can also check if, okay, let me make it 0 or let's say false. Okay, then I can just check false, and then I can print it like something like this, right? So key not present. Now if you will pay attention, this is actually is very helpful to you, right? Because this has made sure that you can now actually, I would say, work a lot on the power of dictionary, and you can write logic on top of that as well, because you are not going to face an error. So that is what .get is able to basically help you. That square bracket thing that was giving you an error, so that is a problem. That's why this get is there. It will not give you an error if the key is not present. Else it is gonna, you can also change that what it's gonna return if the value is not there. So that by default value, okay, what is the default value? So this thing is very, very important to understand. Okay, everyone. So I hope these all things are clear. Again, just these are the very basic and important operation for modifying a dictionary. Now let us see what are the different dictionary methods. So clear we have seen already. Okay, clear. It's just gonna delete your whole dictionary. So let me just make maybe let's say D123 as well. So now if you see D123, if I do it like this, okay, if I do D123.clear, okay, it's gonna clear my whole dictionary. It's gonna make it an empty dictionary. So D123 is still there. Okay, so let me just explain you one more thing here, everyone. Just give me a minute. So this is gonna be helpful to you a lot. So let us just load it. should be fine. Meanwhile, let us see this thing. Okay, so clear is doing this. Now copy, I hope all of you remember that if I'm gonna make, okay, if let's say I have d1 with me, right? If I make d2 is equals to d1, right? And now if I do see d2, it is like this. But if I change something in d2, let's say id2, if I add this, let's say something like this, so big. Now in d1 also this is gonna get added, and in d2 also this is gonna get added. But if I copy the same, if I make d3, which is d1 dot copy, right? Now if you see the same, okay, d3 is this only. But if I add something in d3 now, if I add let's say id3 in d3, okay, very big number should be fine. d1 is not going to have that thing, okay, though d3 is going to have that thing. So that is where the copy method is used. We have already seen this in, I think, list and set, if I remember right. So that is where this is getting used, okay. So this helps you to basically make sure that you are able to divide. I remember I showed you in Python tutor as well, the same thing, okay, where we were able to see exactly that what is happening. Not really sure why it's not opening, should be fine. Okay, like it is basically not pointing to the same, I would say, variable, sorry, same location. It is pointing to a different location altogether now. Okay, so this is your overall, I would say, copy method. Now we have already seen the get method, keys, items, and values method. Okay, the next one is update. Okay, so let us see the update as well. So if let's say I have d1 dot update everyone. So now let us see about update method. Okay, so let us start. Yeah. Also, let's say we have a dictionary here, d3, as you can see. First, let us try to see the definition if there is update. 1 second. Let me just restart the kernel, that will be helpful. Let me just redefine some keys. I think it got restarted due to some reason. 1 second. So d1. Right, so maybe we can go forward, should be fine. Let me just make this d3, okay, and d3 is this. We can add in d3, d1 is like this. So this was copy. Now let us see about update first. Okay, so d1 dot update. Okay, that's a pretty, I would say, complex definition, but anyways, let me make it easy for you. So update, what actually it expect is that you want to update your dictionary. So either though you can provide a dictionary inside it, okay, either you can provide a dictionary inside it. Let's say I provide along with name, maybe let's say age is there, okay, name, maybe let's say I'm providing college, okay, say I'm providing college as NSIT. So it updates that, okay, see, it has added that college. Now you can also provide, you can also actually provide multiple key values, okay. So if let's say it is like this, maybe let's say company, then maybe I can just provide, let's say like this, so Goldman Sachs, and let's say Mintical, right? And if you want to see it now, see, it got updated, right? So this was already there, so it should be fine. So either it expects a dictionary, okay, so you can give it a dictionary and it's gonna add that into your, I would say, this thing. If in worst case, I do or change, so it's gonna update it as well. See, now it got DT, I was making it DTU, and it got updated, but let us make it NSIT only because NSIT. So now it got updated, right everyone? So same thing, it's going to insert it if it is not present, else it's going to update it. You can actually also provide key value pair in other forms. So let's say here I'm providing something like this. So let's say pass year, something like this. So let me make it 2019, and let me say that language. So let me just start Python, okay. So, my bad, sorry, it has to be key value pairs, it cannot be like this. So you can either provide something like this. So I'm providing tuple, okay, list of tuples which is in format of, 1 second, yeah, my bad, cool. Name Python not defined, makes sense, yeah. So now if you will see what I have done essentially is I have added, okay, so this is what it was saying, that you can provide the right table which is in the form of key values. So this is key, this is value, this is key, this is value. And if I run it now, you will see that this has also been added. Okay, so either you provide a dictionary, or you provide a iterable, okay, which is having key and values. Okay, so that was what it was saying. So if E is present has a dot keys method, then does for K in E, it defined it like this. If it is not having a dot keys method, which is there, then it is run like this for KV in E. Okay, so if you will provide something which is more, I would say, bigger, then it's gonna not behave in that way which you expect. So it's gonna basically run it like this. Okay, in either case, this is followed. So it just basically is trying to find keys and value and just add it to your dictionary. Okay, so normally we use by passing dictionary only. So if you understand that, that should be more than good. Okay, and we can add, you have seen the like absurd method here as well, right? So the way we are adding like this using the square bracket, so that also works as fine. Now let us move forward, everyone. So last one is pop. So let us see the pop as well. Now d3 dot pop. So pop removes specified key and return the corresponding value. If key is not found, return the default if given, otherwise raises a key error. Okay, so let us see this, everyone. If let's say I am popping, now you will understand one thing. I don't think I can run it like this. It's gonna give you an error. Okay. Now this is also very much, I would say, not in line with way we understand about ordered things, because in ordered, pop always gives you back the last element. Okay, so that is what pop is. Now this comes from stack data structure normally, which we will be covering in some other course, DSA and Python. But as of now, you have to understand that pop also doesn't work because this has recently been configured. So it expects a key. It expects a key. Okay, so maybe let's say if I provide language, it's gonna give you that what exactly there was. Okay, delete was not giving you that. Pay attention, everyone here. Delete is not giving you that. Okay, it pops out that value, and it has also been removed from your dictionary. See, it has also been removed. Now, if let's say I make some empty dictionary, right? So two things. First is, see this. Remove specified key value. If key is not found, return the default if given. Okay. Otherwise raises a key error. So see here, if I do d4.pop here, it's gonna give me an error. Okay, because here no key is there. If I let's say add this key, then it is giving you a key error. I hope that is clear as well, everyone. So if key is not there, it's gonna give you a key error. Let us see if I can just get the default. If you can provide it like this, it's gonna give you the default thing. Okay. So if let's say I run it here, language, now it has already removed the language. So it can run it not form. Yeah, that is how it's gonna run. Okay, cool. So yeah, I think these were the major methods, everyone. So you can see all the dictionary methods here. Clear, copy, from keys, return a dictionary with specified keys and values. So you can just make another dictionary as well. So maybe we can check this as well quickly. From keys. Okay, let us see the definition. So we just have to create a new dictionary with keys from my table and value set to variable. So just very easy. Let's say I provide company and I provide college. So it's gonna just take these keys and make another dictionary. Okay. So see, this is what it is giving. Okay, and what is the value? With key and value set to value. Okay, so I can just provide value. If let's say default. So takes no keyword argument. My bad. Yeah. Great. Okay, so just another method which we can use. Now get we have already seen, items we have seen, keys we have seen, pop we have seen. Pop item remove the last inserted key value pair. Okay, so the order which is getting followed is the one in which we are adding it. Okay, again, being very honest, don't rely on that order, rely on the key exactly. Set default is return the value of specified key. If the key does not exist, insert the key with specified value. So pretty much straightforward, like an absurd function. Update the dictionary with specified key value pairs we have already seen and values we have already seen. Now the one which I have shown you, those are the majority one which you are going to use. So let us now go back to our notes. Okay, these are all the dictionary method which we have seen. Okay, now there is just one thing. So if you remember, we learned about list comprehension, right? In a similar way, we have dictionary comprehension as well. So you can see that here, key expression, value expression for item in iterable if condition, right? So similarly, okay, we can just use this maybe. Okay, so let me just do this. Second, we are going to use the squared example as well. So see, square is equals to, here it's basically these brackets. This is the key. And let's say this is the value for x in range 1 to 5. Now pay attention, everyone, what square is going to be. See, so this is actually the key. Okay, this is actually the key and this is the value. Now I can make it something like this as well, square str, and let's say, so I hope you got the idea. Like if you have done that thing properly, you would be very easily able to understand this thing, that we are just creating keys and values. So in list, we were just having a single item. Because dictionaries are defined by virtue of, I would say, a key and a value, we are able to add key and value here, and we can make it nested and everything as well. But yes, you can make your list dictionaries by this particular dictionary comprehension method as well. Okay, so if you have any doubt, please go to list comprehension, because I have explained list comprehension like these syntax very nicely there. Now you can have any, I would say, condition here as well. If x percentage 2 equal to 0, then you know that, okay, we are only going to take even numbers, right? So this is what we are going to do, everyone. So this is what dictionary comprehension is. Now let us move forward. Now JSON, I told you that, okay, how we will be dealing with JSON here. So JSON is a very common data exchange format. which can be represented as a Python dictionary. So in JSON, what happens, everyone? JSON is actually something like this only. Okay. So JSON, if you will see, this is very much analogous to your dictionary. It is also in a way having key value pairs, which you can see like it is a string in as of now. Okay. But you will see that everywhere, majorly I would say JSON is used to just exchange this data. Now, if you are exchanging this data and JSON is getting used, then let's say if you're getting this data, if you are hitting some request over the API, I'm going to show you that as well, but it is very important to understand that why dictionary overall is very, very important. So if you are ever getting a JSON kind of a data, okay, then what we can do is we actually have a JSON library inbuilt in Python. We can just directly do, let's say, JSON dict. Okay, so JSON dictionary, JSON.loads. So it's a function. I'm gonna like let's say just pass it. Okay, if I pass JSON example here, then you will gonna see that okay, this all have been created into a dictionary where I can provide ID and I will get it. Okay. So JSON is actually also in this key value pair where any value can also be a further, I would say, dictionary or a JSON. So it is nested as well. Now it will be a lot useful to you if you understand dictionaries, because then you will be able to work on this. And tomorrow when you will be doing projects, which I have in mind for you all, in that we actually will be creating things like this, right? So we are gonna create our own API, or we are gonna hit those API using Postman or something else. So there's this understanding and I would say relation between dictionary and JSON is very important. In a very easy way, I would just say that if there is a JSON, you can transform it in a dictionary and do everything which you want. For example, in this JSON example, this is a string. I cannot, I would say, extract this name thing directly, but converting it into a dictionary just using this particular code, I can now work on it just as I would work on a dictionary. So tomorrow, if some data will be coming, like this to me, okay, then I can very well extract that data and do anything which I want with that data. So that thing is very, very important to understand again. Okay, everyone. And we are going to learn it. But yeah, just remember this thing and I'm going to make sure that I'm able to show you how to use the same as well. Okay. Cool, everyone. With that, I hope you are able to understand dictionary very nicely. Again, see the last video once again. It is very important data structure. We will be using it a lot when we do our development, or I would say when we make projects, because dictionary is actually very important. Please make sure that you understand those intricacies which I'm showing you, that where you can get an error, where you cannot get an error. That is again very important to understand as well. Okay, so I hope with that actually we have like covered the major, I would say, inbuilt data structure which we have in Python, which we will be using. So I just want to take another class on string, and then that would be the next class, and then we are going to start with function, which again are very important, I would say, part of any programming language. Okay, so cool, everyone. Please make sure that you like, share and subscribe to my channel. Like this video, share this video and subscribe to my channel, and we will meet in the next video. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thank you.